Good morning, everybody. I'm Sylvia, the Crafty Old Lady, and I'm so glad you're here today. I'm glad you took the time out of your busy day to try to see what I create. So, I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe also. And you know, it's April 7th while I am filming this, and it snowed last night. But thankfully, it's already melted. Anyway, today we're working on week 15 of Marguerite Miller's collage challenge or collage assignment. We need a stamp or seal impression. So I have this one that was in the magazine. It's the GE Seal of Dependability. And I also made a real wax seal of a bee, which is something that flies. That's the next prompt. Something found in the kitchen. I got this vintage GE refrigerator from an old magazine. This is my wrapping paper, which is actually a bag, but I cut it up because I don't really only had like blue birthday paper with birthday hats, and I just didn't think it went well. And with bright colors. So it's a piece of wrapping paper with bright colors. Photograph of a landmark I'm not going to use, and I'm going to exchange it for an interesting texture. And this is my interesting texture. It's my something that flies, a seal impression. I guess that's a seal impression. And an interesting texture. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put my background down, which is this bag, this little gift bag piece here, and get that down. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having nicer weather than we are. We had my daughter for the weekend. She comes every weekend, sometimes just one overnight, sometimes two overnights. And then I take her back to her day program on Monday, and then they take her back to her house after that's over. But before we go, she likes to go to the park. This is a new thing she's started because it's getting nice out. The park, and then we go to Dollar General real quick and get something. But the slide was covered in snow, so I knew it might be wet. So I brought my, I brought a towel. I'm looking for my corner rounder here. I brought a towel with us because I knew that she was going to be determined to go down that slide. So she was able to do that, but I bet you it was cold on her little butt, though. But she reached her goal. She did the things she wanted to do, and then she went to program. All right. And I'm hoping that it warms up and gets a little bit sunny. So the next thing, I think, is to put this down, and I'm going to put like my little seal of dependability up there. And then my other little seal down here. Or should I do it the other way? Maybe I'll do it that way. Okay, but maybe let's like kind of like this, not just straight up. Straight up. It's not like straight in a row. So I think that is what I'm going to do. So let's get these guys down. For the life of me, cannot find all my vintage fussy cuts that I had cut out a while ago, and I was like so distraught because I thought I accidentally maybe threw them out. And then I looked one more time, and they were in my like loose leaf, you know, with little paper savers. What do you call those things? The pouches, the plastic pouches. And they were in there. I must have just skipped the page like 30 times when I was looking for them. I couldn't believe it was there. I never saw it in the many times that I looked for it in there. So I must have just been like turning 2 pages and missed it. Isn't that ridiculous? Has stuff like that ever happened to you? I don't want to cover up her shoes either there. All right, and this I'm going to put on with this. I know a lot of people have their glue guns at the ready. I've never had mine set up. I don't use it very often, but it might be a good idea when you have stuff like this you want to glue down. I don't know. It's never been a problem for me though. So we'll put the bee right here, maybe like that. And that is my number 15 Marguerite Miller weekly challenge assignment. I got my stamp or seals. Something that flies is the bee. Something found in the kitchen is the fridge. The wrapping paper is behind everything. And then this is the interesting texture. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.